starting to heat up. Things are starting to get very interesting when it pertains to the MVP race. But I need to let you guys know the votes have already been, cast and sent in, basically for counting, and then a winner will be revealed uh, Thursday going into the Super Bowl NFL Honor Show hosted by Snoop Dogg. So, with that being said, I see dudes like Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley basically attacking anybody that gives credit to Lamar Jackson and calling them race baiters. But Jason Whitlock, he does that, which I got a solo video about Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is such a coward, and I'm going to prove how he can dish it out, but he can't take it. And what he does, he makes videos and he makes, comments about somebody. But then when you respond back, well, I'm going to explain to you what he does in a video. What's up? Let me explain something to y'all. Y'all already know how I get down, but y'all know covering the NFL, covering the MVP race, I never made the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson thing about race. Because, people accuse me of being a race baiter, which I really don't give a fuck. But nevertheless, I'm going to say what I want to say. And I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it. But I didn't make it about race. I strictly went by play on the field. I strictly went by play on the field. I said myself that Josh Allen was an MVP candidate. I went back and forth. But dudes like Marcellus Wiley and Ryan, that's funny. They're calling Ryan Clark a race baiter because there were times where Ryan Clark came off as a Sambo. So that's funny. So now that's the new thing now. Just shame black people, attack black people. He has really no proof that Ryan Clark is race bait. I never heard him say anything about Lamar Jackson's race. Statistically wise, Lamar Jackson has had a better year than Josh Allen. That's fact. And you can't deny that. That is cold, hard facts. Statistically, Lamar Jackson has had a better year statistically. But Josh Allen, he's been sensational. And I give him his credit. And we've all had talks about Josh Allen. We've all given him his credit. We all said for the most part, if he won the MVP, it wouldn't be an outcry. It wouldn't be a travesty and that kind of stuff. But now what you got is dudes like Marcellus Wiley and Jason Whitlock. Those niggas are dangerous. They really are. Them niggas is dangerous for black people, especially with what's going on now. This stuff with you know what I'm saying, Agent Orange, whatever you want to call them. At the end of the day, what they want to do, they just want to openly practice racism, and they don't want to be questioned about it. And that's just the bottom line. But at the end of the day, the Democrats, they help push this movement. They had several chances to fix this stuff, and they ignored it. They made everybody a priority except black people. Yeah, I said it. But let's get to the Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen thing. Go look at Josh Allen's stats. Go look at Lamar Jackson's. Once again, statistically, Lamar Jackson has a case. So now if you say that Lamar Jackson should win is hating on Josh Allen. But it's now the funny thing is this whole past year, they shoved Kalen Clark down our throats. So let me get this straight. So now if you're a black person that criticizes a white person or critiques a white person, it's racism. Oh, you're hating. I'm going to say this again. I have no problem if Josh Allen wins the MVP. But I'm telling y'all now, the votes have already been cast and sent out. So people can tally them up and then make a formal announcement who's the league MVP. Now, I've said before, I've held Lamar Jackson to the same standards that I've held everybody else to. So now we can't say that Josh Allen got to win the Super Bowl or we're race baiting because he's. So it appears, once again, white people is the ones that's more obsessed with race than black people are. But every time we call out race, they try to shame us. You didn't see incidents after incidents. They just kicked a lady. Well, actually, they had to basically duct tape a lady in Australia because she went on a racial tirade. You just seen what happened. You know, you just seen what happened with DeMichael Jenkins. Then there's been other incidents where people have been flat out called the N-word. People writing racist terminology towards black people at high schools. This is in 2024, 2025. But you trying to tell me that there isn't racism? Stop it. Please stop it. I'm gonna get on Marcellus Wiley because see, he's trying to go that same direction. He's trying to become baby Jason Whitlock. He just unabruptly, just for no reason, started attacking Ryan Clark because he wanted to get views. Because he want to cater to these openly racists who want to be able to be racist and be proud. I said this before. I told white people last year, I said, hey, if you like Caitlin Clark because she's white, go ahead. That's fine with me. As long as you don't use her to try to attack black people and try to demean black people, it's okay to be white and proud. You can be proud of who you are without having to put down other people. I don't put down other people. I don't say nothing about other people unless they say something about me, unless they do something to me. Well, we said the same thing about Jokic. We said, okay, you winning all these MVPs, but you got to win a championship. So now they trying to censor black people from having an opinion. So let me get this straight. You can say whatever you want to say, but we can't. So if we criticize anybody that's not black, it's quote unquote racism, it's bigotry, it's hatred. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. One thing about us, we'd had casual conversation, adult conversation. We've been able to express ourselves. Nobody brought up Josh Allen being white. Nobody brought up his color. Nobody brought up that stuff that he did when he was in high school. We moved on from it. But now all of a sudden, because Ryan Clark is saying that and then Jason Whitlock was talked about that he heard from the inside source that Lamar Jackson don't like how Jason Whitlock is a fat lie. You a fat Jason Whitlock lie. Not Faison, because Faison, that's my homie. Faison Love, that's my homie. I got to text him or call him and see what's up with him. Okay? Nobody likes Jason Whitlock. He is universally unliked. Jason Whitlock is a dude who's extremely over-opinionated, but he calls black people race baiters, but he always tries to race bait against black people. Jason Whitlock comes across as a white supremacist with black skin, and that's all he is. Yeah, and what has Jokic done since the championship? And that's all we were saying. I'm gonna say this again: if Lamar Jackson wins his third MVP, I'm gonna hold him to the same standards that I hold everybody else. And by the way, I'm gonna get to what Skip Bayless said about the NFL, and that now people are just starting to tell the truth. And it's time to apply pressure on Roger Goodell and the NFL to start letting the games play. And what I mean by that, don't have a pre-meeting with the referees about what type of calls to make. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it a buck because this is really beginning to get on my nerve. So now all of a sudden you trying to play this far right. Hey, if you're black, don't criticize the white. Like, stop it, man. Don't criticize a white athlete. And this is what we were doing when we was having a fair assessment about Caitlin Clark. Anytime somebody had a different opinion and wasn't riding the Caitlin Clark wave, they got called a hater. They got called a racist. They got called whatever. So no, I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't give a damn how anybody likes it. Anyway, be back with the next segment. 5-minute break. Be back in 5 minutes because Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley is next.